Alright. Here we go, back again with another episode here on the other side of the coin. Hey guys, welcome to the other side of the coin. Today's news, apparently Chelsea's pulling out from the Coutinho deal and they're going after Kai Havertz. Now, what do we know about Kai? He's a player that plays for Bayer Leverkusen. He's 20 years old. His current contract is, I think, going for 2022. He can play in central attacking midfield area. He can play in the center midfield. He can play in the right wing. Because he's predominantly left-footed, he likes to cut in. So the question is, once again, does this make sense? So let's try and break this down. First of all, without a doubt, he's a fantastic player. I think in all club competition this season, he's got about 10 goals and 8 assists. He's got great passing range. As I said, he's young, so he's a great prospect. He's got the talent. He's got very good shooting ability. He's good in the air as well because he's tall, and his technical ability is fantastic. But he's 20 and he's not going to be cheap. He's still got 2 more seasons left in Bayer Leverkusen, and being a German player and being a very top class German player, generally these type of players end up in Bayern Munich most of the times. So he's not going to come cheap. He's going to be, roughly around, I'd say around 75 million pounds, around that area. That's what it's sort of touted in online sort of valuation at the moment. And that kind of money, I'm not really sure if that's going to be wise to use right now in our situation. When I think about our situation moving for next season, we definitely need a left back. We definitely need a centre back, because those are the 2 positions that we don't have quality at all. Someone like Kai Havertz, who's predominantly would play around the right wing or in the central attacking midfield area or in the midfield area in itself, we've got stacks of players lined up in those situations. We've just bought Hakim Ziyech, who's a left-footed right winger, so that takes care of that side of things. We've got in the central attacking midfielder, we've got Mason Mount, we've even got Ruben Loftus-Cheek, who's going to come back, and possibly Pulisic could play in that area as well down the track. In centre of midfield, we've got Kovacic, who plays sort of that similar style. If you see some of Kai Havertz's footage, you'll see he plays in that similar sort of style of Kovacic, with the passing range and the driving ability, the dribbling ability, the vision. So, and then we've also got Billy Gilmour and so many other players in midfield, Jorginho. So I'm not really sure how much importance is Kai Havertz right now. As I said, that kind of money needs to be spent on a left back and centre back. That is so much more important in this transfer window. Now, moving to the other area of it, they're saying there's plenty of reports at the moment from Daily Mail, and even Athletic has come out saying that, we might be pulling away from the Coutinho deal and going towards Kai Havertz. Now, for me, the Coutinho deal makes more sense as opposed to the Kai Havertz one, is because Coutinho in a loan option does not affect, hopefully, our budget, whatever that is, down the track. As I said, left back and centre back needs to be addressed, but we could still have a little bit of cash left to exercise this loan deal, which, in recent times it's been touted around the 13 to 15 million pounds mark, which I don't think is going to be, too much of a stretch for us, knowing we're also going to be hopefully offloading a few players, so that kind of money could be recouped easily. Now, the other thing about Coutinho is his experience. Kai Havertz is 20. As great as a prospect he is and a talent he is, he's another youngster. We've got so many youngsters in our team. We don't need to keep adding more and more. We need a little bit more experience in the team. We need balance in the team. So Coutinho is, he's in my opinion, being, I think, 27, 28, he's going to be at his sort of peak body, peak sort of ability, and we need that kind of experience. He's going to be a great rotational player. If, being in loan, we can use him as a rotational sort of player, and he can bring that experience from the right side. He doesn't necessarily have to play on the left side. He doesn't necessarily need to play on the right side, because Ziyech is going to take care of that. If he plays on the left side, he can cut in, he can play in the half spaces, he can play centrally as well. And it's a great option to have, great variation to have for that type of loan option deal for 13-15 million pounds. He's someone who's seen so much of the Premier League, he's proven in the Premier League, and he just brings that added much needed experience. So for me, that makes far more sense than someone like Kai Havertz right now. Kai Havertz, we can go for him maybe next season or even the season after. As I said, he's got 2022 to go with his current contract, so there's plenty of time for that. For us to go back if he continues with this sort of progress in his career. So that's my thoughts around the whole thing. As much as reports are saying that we're going to be pulling away from Coutinho, possibly looking at Kai Havertz, I don't think this is going to be the case, because at the moment it does not make sense to me. But let me know what your thoughts are. If you like the video, please hit the like button, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and yeah, get in on the discussion. Comment away and let's have a friendly discussion about this whole thing, and you let me know whether this makes sense or not. See ya.